Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So we're continuing my top 100 games of all time. So this is number 80 to 71 today. Let's get started right away. But at first, I just want to say thank you to everybody on my Instagram channel. Reached 2,000 followers after 2.5 years on Instagram. But I would appreciate it more if all those 2,000 followers subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help this little channel grow. I promise there's going to be a lot more better content coming this year. But let's get back to the list. So we're going to start off with number 80, and that's going to be Seventh Continent. So Seventh Continent is a push-your-luck exploration game. There's a bunch of cards in this game. So it's a cooperative game, but it plays best at 1 or 2 players. You're pretty much cursed. You're on this island exploring, trying to lift the curse that you have been hexed with. There's some combat, exploration. You're crafting cards. Like I said before, it's best at 2. I played at 4, and it was just way too much going on. Great game. They got the 7 Citadel coming out, so this will probably be leaving my collection when that game comes. But yeah, this is probably one of the best exploration games out there. A ton of expansions out for it. Even just the base box alone, there's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of replayability. Great game. Definitely a game you guys should check out if you like exploration with a little bit of push your luck or cooperative games in general. That's my number 80. That is Seventh Continent. So number 79 is going to be an abstract game by Michael Kiesling. This is Azul. So Azul's a pretty popular game. I've had this for a few years now. I think it's been out for about 5 years. There's a bunch of different versions out there. I like the base one, the original Azul. So this is an abstract game where you're building you're kind of like building a window or something, whatever it is. But you're grabbing tiles from the middle and you're trying to make this window on in front of you, and you're trying to affect your opponent as well. You want to try to take from your opponent, take something that your opponent's going after, but also you don't want to be the last one to get that tile, or else you'll lose points. But this is a fun little game, still popular after all these years. Another one you should definitely check out. That is Azul at number 79. Number 78 is going to be a historical 2-player game, and that is the Shores of Tripoli. This is by Four Circle Games. They are known for their history games. I think this was their first game coming out. They have another one out right now, I believe, called Votes for Women. But this game is about the War of Tripoli, where the United States Marines were at war with the Tripolitans. There's a bunch of historical facts in the game. There's a booklet that explains the War of Tripoli. But one player plays as the Tripolitan pirates. They're trying to collect 12 gold. And of course, there's the United States Marines trying to stop the pirates and take over Tripoli. But it's a basic little war game. Plays in about an hour, really quick. Each person has their own deck of cards. You're attacking the other players with ships, and then you also have mostly ships, but you also have marine units on the ground. I think the Tripolitan player is a little overpowered. Still trying to figure that out, but overall I have a ton of fun playing this game. Definitely want to suggest you check out if you like war games or historical games in general. That's the Shores of Tripoli. That's my number 78. My number 77 is going to be an oldie but still a goodie, and that is Condotire. This is a area control game that's card based, so you're pretty much playing cards out, trying to take over different parts of Italy. Putting little cubes. There's some little bit of combat in there too, but this is the little bit of an updated version. The cards have special powers and stuff. But quick little game, takes about 30 minutes, plays up to 6. I think 4 is a sweet spot for this. That is Condotire. I think it still holds up today. I think people still enjoy this. That is my number 77. My number 76 is a little bit of a deduction game, and that's called Escape from Aliens in Outer Space. So this is a game for up to 8 players, and I recommend you play at the maximum amount. It is best with 8, or the most you can get. So you pretty much have this washboard in front of you, and you're writing down where you're moving across the ship. There's a bunch of different maps in this game for different player counts, and there's always going to be 2 aliens. So when somebody gets killed, they become an alien. The humans are trying to escape, but you don't know where the aliens are, and the aliens don't know where the humans are. It's a really tense game, and it plays in about 30 minutes. Still, quick little filler game, quick, and a really fun party. I consider this a party game as well. But if you like deduction games, you like, party games, definitely check out Escape from Aliens in Outer Space. That is my number 76. 75 is also a kind of an abstract game. It's probably one of the prettiest games I own, and that is Canvas. So Canvas is a card crafting game. Really, again, there's no theme, where you're trying to collect all these different pieces of the card, and you're crafting it into one to form this painting and match the different symbols that you have. A ton of fun. This game took me by surprise. I didn't back it originally on Kickstarter. I did back this game with the expansion and the new expansion coming out, and I'm having a ton of fun with it. And great gateway game, and a great game even if you're a non-gamer. I think a lot of people are gonna like this game because it's so innovative. Yeah, definitely like this game a lot. That is my number 75, and that is Canvas. My number 74 is a hand management game. I think a lot of people are gonna know this, and that is Reyes Arcana. So this is the reason I call it a hand management game is because you're pretty much drafting a bunch of cards in the beginning. You're selecting a hero that each of them has a special power, but you're trying to get up to, I believe it was 10 points, and you're trying to get different locations and stuff. So you're pretty much working with a set of cards that you draft in the beginning. And now some people that I've played with have found this game to be boring. I myself enjoy it a lot because there's some take that you have certain cards that affect other players, stealing from other players, destroying their resources. But it's a very competitive game, which is why I like it. But again, it's not a game that I feel is for everyone. But if you like it's hand management, or I believe from the same people who made Magic. I've never played Magic before. I think you're gonna like this game a lot. I see it played at conventions all the time. That is Reyes Arcana, still a great game. That's my number 74. Let's get on with it. 73 is, this is another two-player abstract game that I like to call chess on steroids. This is not going to be the first time you hear that. And that is That Time You Killed Me. So That Time You Killed Me, you have these 3 areas here. You have past, present, and future, and you have your little, I call it chess symbol. And what you're trying to do is pretty much kill the other player in 2 of the 3 areas. But the base game is really just a tutorial game. It'll go on forever, but it comes with 4 different modules, and each module plays the game a little bit different. Like the first one will have you planting a seed. So the seed will turn into a bush in the present area, and then that will turn into a tree into the third area, and you can use that to squish your opponent. And so this game is really, really unique, and it's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. Definitely one of my favorite 2-player games. It plays pretty quick too, about maybe 30 minutes. I never had a game go more than maybe 30 or 40 minutes. So if you like chess, I think you're gonna like this unique take. I think it's a unique take on chess. But definitely a lot of fun. I think you should check it out. That is my number 73. That is That Time You Killed Me. Alright, so now we're at number 72. And this is another deduction game, but with a trick-taking element. So this is Shamans. So in Shamans, you're actually working on your own, but you're also working in teams. So there's going to be a few, I think it plays 3 to 5, and I think it's best at 5. So there's going to be the shaman players who are trying to protect the spirit world. Again, it's just a small little board right here. The theme is not very strong. And then there's going to be the shadow players who are trying to overtake it by moving their bit to the other end of the board. The shaman players are you're playing tricks to different areas of the board here, trying to find out who the shadow player is, and so if you kill the shadow players, then you win the round. If the spot goes to the end, then the shadow player wins that round. But you're not really working in team. You are working teams, but you're also working for yourself. So the player that gets the most points at the end is going to win the game. But I do like this. Now, trick taking can be a little toss up sometimes, because there's some games that are just not interesting when it comes to trick taking. But this puts a really good spin on it. The rules are a little complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, this game is a lot of fun. And I think it's a game you should check out yourself, and it's one of my top 100s right now. And that is my number 72. That is Shamans. So now the last one on my list for the day, number 71, is another deduction game. And that is Cryptid. So Cryptid was actually one of the first board games that I owned after Letters from Whitechapel, because I was into deduction games. And this put a unique spin on it. So you're trying to pretty much figure out where the cryptid monster is, and each person is given a clue as to where it can be, and you're asking other players based on their clue if the monster could be in these certain areas. And there's desert, swamp, mountain, sea. There's a lot of back and forth, but it's a really good deduction game. I think. Again, like I stated before, there's games that I feel if you're a non-gamer, it's not too heavy. I think non-gamers are going to like this game. It's really easy to get to the table. The rules are very simple, and it plays quick. Not a lot of people want to be sitting at a table playing a heavy game for 2 hours. This is a pretty light game. You can play in about between 30 minutes to an hour. It plays, so it's pretty quick, and I still think it's a lot of fun even after all these years. I've had it for about 5 years now. I still have a lot of fun with it. That is my number 71, Cryptid. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer them. Again, thanks again for watching. Have a great one. Keep on playing.